So today is the 11th of December. Matt Corby's released a new song called Sooth, Lady Wine, which I've heard a couple of times live, and it's very, very good. It's great. It's a good day when that happens. He's also announced his album, which is called Telluric, is it? Telluric? I don't actually know how to pronounce it. From the Latin tellus, earth, may refer to several things related to the earth. Right, so it's earth, which is cool. It's very good. It's a lovely, lovely song. I'd highly recommend you check it out. The only thing I will say is that having seen it live a few times, the studio version, I don't want to say lacks the power that the live version has, but him and his band are so good live that it's tough to go back, you know. Like now, I don't know, I've seen him live 7-8 times now, and they are so good. Zero mistakes, so tight, pitch perfect, and so in harmony with each other as musicians. It's insane. So to kind of go from that and then have the studio version, which is still incredible, please don't get me wrong, it's incredible, but to go from the live version, which is like, you know, otherworldly almost, is that a phrase? Otherworldly, I mean, it's there, it's a phrase. I impress myself every day. It's so good, it's so good. That's like the only beef I have with it. It's not really beef, you know. The fact that he's so good live isn't a reason to dislike the song. I don't dislike the song. I'm getting way ahead of myself now. I don't want people to misunderstand this because it's incredible. But it's like I just want to witness it live all the time, you know. Anyway, incredible. Starting this vlog a bit late today. 2 o'clock, 4 minutes past 2 to be precise. I forgot to charge the battery in the camera because I'm an idiot and I was rushing to get to bed last night. When it came to editing the vlog last night, it was getting closer and closer to 10, and I didn't want to stumble on the first day, you know, of my sleep better schmuck regime. So I was really rushing, and I had the camera connected to the computer and just didn't think, because I was in such a rush to get to bed, I didn't think to charge it, so I needed to charge it this morning. I probably got to sleep at before 11, and I woke up at 6, and thought, right, let's get up, but I was, you know, I could have slept, so I thought I obviously need it. If I'm tired, I need it, you know. So then I kept sleeping, and I got up at 9:30, so I slept for 10 hours. God, 11 hours. That's understandable because I missed a day. You know, I've got sleep debt right now. I'm in debt to sleep because I missed a day of sleep 2 days ago. So that's understandable. But yeah, I mean, I slept for 11 hours. That doesn't happen often. Once when I was in America, we were flying from Philly to Canada, actually, to Toronto, and our flight got cancelled, and we were meant to have a day off in Canada the next day, and I was really excited for it because we'd just been touring for 2 weeks non-stop. Like, the only days off we had were, wow, they weren't even days off actually, they were travelling and then playing the gig, you know. So I was really looking forward to a day off in a new place I'd never been before. I've always wanted to go to Canada, and the flight was cancelled because of the weather. It was snowing really bad, and the pilot wouldn't have been able to land the plane, so we had to not fly. It's annoying because it was delayed for about 4 hours, and then we got on the plane, and as soon as we got on the plane, they were like, right, everybody off, it's cancelled, which is annoying. So we had to get a hotel room. It was probably about 7 p.m, and I took a melatonin, went straight to bed, and had, I think, 15 hours sleep. That was pretty special. So, do you know what? I remember now. We're flying from Connecticut to Philly to then Canada. Is that right? I can't remember now. Maybe it was just Connecticut to Canada. I just played Fairfield. My friend Jordan got a scholarship in Fairfield, to Fairfield University. And it was like a complete freak accident. I didn't know that that's where he was. I knew he was in Connecticut, but I didn't know that's where he was. And we had a day off, and I asked if we could book a gig there because I haven't played there before. And so Matt was like, yeah, we'll work on it. And we got a gig in Fairfield and put it on sale, and it sold out. And then Jordan was like, no way, that's like 2 minutes from my house. So we like met up after that, and I got so ridiculously drunk. The next day I was so hungover, but I was drinking like so this story time has now turned into about 4 different story times. So what happened was, we went in and we went to this place called the Grape, I think, which is like their kind of college hangout. I met a guy called, oh, what's his name? It's like G-Star General or something. G-Money General, something like that. And he's like the campus rapper. And he's like a Jewish, he's like this Jewish guy that is white and is a rapper. I think it's G-Money General or something like that. And I met him, and he meant to salute to him, apparently. He was a Jonah Hill character. He was a Jonah Hill character from a comedy film. Lovely guy, but just seemed so uncomfortable in his own skin. It was funny. G-Money General? I think that's what it was. Anyway, we went there, and there were cherry bombs, they were called, which was a double cherry vodka and Red Bull. No, double cherry vodka and maybe just lemonade. I think it was Red Bull, called cherry bombs, and it was $2 for that, which is the current exchange rate. $2 is £1.32. I probably couldn't buy a bottle of Lucozade for that here. So this was a double vodka and Red Bull, I think that's what it was, and it was amazing. I had about 4 of those, and then we went back. This girl lost her phone. We convinced this story time is crazy, sorry. It's a sports college, really. Jordan got a scholarship to do maths and football, soccer, and I think he's well, now he's staying on to do his masters, so I think he's the coach now, but he was the captain. He was like this. Jordan was like annoyingly talented at absolutely everything, an incredible mathematician and an incredible sportsman. He's the guy that you say, hey Jordan, I invented this new sport, it's called Pap Squirrel, and you have to go up to a squirrel and take a photo of it, of him like doing this, whatever it is, whatever the rules are, and he would master it the first time. Lovely guy, really lovely guy. And actually it was his birthday yesterday. I've just realised I didn't say happy birthday. Fuck. But yeah, so everybody kind of looked up to him in campus, I guess. That's the vibe I got at this, I think it was called the Grape. And so we were there, and we used to play in a team together, and I was the goalkeeper until he played for, I think, England schoolboys, Chelsea and Oxford, I believe, schoolboys. Like just so you can get the level of talent that we're talking about here. Very talented guy, and everybody looks up to him, and so me kind of hanging around with him on this night out was like, I was, by proxy, I was quite cool, which is a feeling I've never felt before, so it was quite nice. And this girl came up, and she was like the girl's head goalkeeper or something, and so Jordan convinced her that I was just transferring from England to become a goalkeeper and a mathematician too. And so we're talking about, I mean, I haven't played keeper in years. I think I used to be pretty good, and I really enjoyed being a keeper, but I haven't played for years. And she was talking about all these injuries that she got, and like, it was really tough to play the part, but we did. It was quite funny. And one of her friends had lost her phone or something, so we went around like campus looking for a phone. We went to like 3 different student houses, and the student houses out there were amazing. Like, everything had a ping pong table, everybody had a TV and like jerseys from where they were from, because obviously they'd come from all the way around the States. And it was something that, you know, I've never really regretted not going to university, because anything that could have prevented me from being where I am now, why would I regret not doing that thing? You know, if if there's even a hint of a possibility for it to change the outcome of my life and even put a delay on, you know, where I am now, I don't want to do it. I'm so happy here that why would I want to change that, you know? But it was the one time that I would have loved to have gone to university in America. It looks so cool, and I'm sure it gets tiring after a while, but everybody was everybody's best friend, and it was like a Tuesday night. People had maths tests the next day, and we were just going out and getting fucked. It was really cool, really cool. Anyway, so that happened, and Jordan has a friend called Sully who actually came over to England. I wasn't here at the time, so I didn't meet him then, but I met him that night, and he was a lovely guy, and he wasn't drinking. I don't think so. I was drinking all of his drinks, and we got back and we started playing beer pong, and Jordan, being as smart as he was, he made a big cup of like Jack and Coke, because on my rider we have Jack Daniels, because everybody in the crew drinks Jack and Coke, you know, and enjoys it. So I brought that back, and he made a big cup of Jack and Coke, and you know, in beer pong there's however many cups, and I was doing in each cup Jack, Coke, because you're only meant to have a little bit of drink. So ours were like considerably stronger, and then we had beer as well. And so Jordan made this big cup and, you know, poured it between the different cups so that theirs were a bit weaker. And the agreement was I'd drink all the beer and Sully would drink Jack and Coke, because he didn't want to get drunk, and you know, if it was one Jack and Coke it's fine kind of thing, but it wasn't. It was like 8 little Jack and Cokes, like Jack and Cokes. And so he went to drink one, and he was like, whoa, that's strong, you know, I can't drink that, I don't want to get drunk, I've got a test tomorrow. And I was like, it's fine man, I'll drink them all. And we played about 3 rounds of that, ran out of Jack, started using vodka, had a load of beer. I was absolutely fucked, and I was actually sick all over Jordan's bed, and I'm still so sorry about that, man. I'm so sorry. He slept on the couch and I slept in my sick. So I was really hungover. Back to the flight. Why did I talk about this? All of that's obsolete. That 14-minute story that I'm going to condense down, hopefully, has come from one time I slept for 15 hours. That was it. Oh my god, this vlog's gonna be so long. I apologise. Anyway, I slept for 11 hours or whatever. I'm about to get in the shower, and then I've got to wait for Tom to call me to make sure that my car's done, so that then we can pick that up, and then hopefully I can be able to make it to Joe's to show him the album. He can't do anything past 6 though, so I've got 3 3/4 hours for my car to be done, for us to pick up the car, drive to Joe's, and then an hour to show him the album. So we've got 2 3/4 hours. I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. That's actually really annoying. Fucking cars, man. But yeah, I'll do that. If none of that happens, then I'll just make this a very long story time, very long, very boring story time about the time that I went to Connecticut.